I got so much to do today, so much email, so much. Have I mentioned this before, the email thing? There's just like so much communication about gigs and sending music to people and logistics and travel and planning and booking and So it's 2:30 in the afternoon and my wife and kids went to a playground with some friends. So I'm gonna go surprise them and play on the playground for a little bit. The email can wait. It is late again, after midnight. I don't want to make this a habit, the doing this vlog after midnight part. I gotta get on a better schedule. Most of my day-to-day life is spent behind a computer. It's very administrative, tons of email. The practicing tends to get the short end of the stick, hence me finally building the studio. So right now it is 12:19 a.m. and I have not had a chance to touch the horn yet today. So I'm doing that right now. I thought I would also answer a couple of questions. First one is from Charlie, who asked, could you explain the technique you were using of pushing down the low B flat on the upper register? It didn't seem like a normal false fingering I'm used to hearing. I see other cats like Chris Potter doing that too. Yeah, I got this idea or this trick or whatever from Chris Potter. I mean, years and years ago from watching him, or I'm not sure exactly how. Basically, and what Charlie's referring to is probably, there's a video I just did recently, a vlog I did where I'm playing soprano. I think it's the one called Dropbox Body and Soul, where you see me playing like, or fingering a low B flat, even though I'm not playing a low B flat. It's not that it's a false fingering, it's that what I'm doing is using it instead of side G sharp. So rather than just using side G sharp, I'm fingering low B flat. Why? Couple reasons. It still does everything that the G sharp would do, but it allows me, if let's say I want to get more intervallic and I want to jump from low B flat, for instance, to A flat, either up an octave or up 2 octaves. Rather than having to go from pressing low B flat to then lifting up this finger and going to the G sharp A flat key, I'm already there, okay? Or if I want to access a false fingering of kind of like an overtone fingering for low B flat, anywhere else where I am in the horn, I can do that. So it just makes it more convenient, and you can see I can kind of leave my hand in that position. It might be more helpful if I just play a little bit to demonstrate. See, it just helps me kind of facilitate some more intervallic stuff faster, and my finger's already in the right spot. This other question comes from Jazzercaster, and basically the gist of it is he's asking about balancing writing my own music with learning the jazz repertoire, the standard repertoire. My take on it is this: jazz repertoire, so to speak, it's the best way to learn this language, to play, to navigate chord changes, and to learn how to move in and out of progressions and the way that chords move and melodies work with chords. And my philosophy is you want to be able to do as much as you can. That doesn't mean you have to be doing it all the time, but I don't want to be somebody who can only write and play original tunes and not play over the standard repertoire. And conversely, I don't want to be somebody who just plays standards and doesn't have a voice as a composer, as a songwriter. The two work together in that what I learn from navigating standards and from transcribing and learning the idiom and language of jazz, that carries over into how I play in any setting. But when I write, that music tends to be more influenced, or I should say less influenced, by the traditional sort of standard and jazz standard language of 2/5/1s, and more comes from pop, rock, soul, R&B. Those are where my writing influences tend to come from there. But they merge together, you know, the practicing jazz standards, or standards, whatever, and writing from influences that come from, you know, other sources. It all kind of comes together like this, so I wouldn't want to take out one piece of that puzzle. All right, I wanted to try something. I don't know if this is going to work or not.